if you guys have ever played COD, you know that there's like gold camo, there's diamond camo, and then there's like dark spine and dark matter, I think, for all the like the high ones, you know, and you prestige once you get to level 55. There's a lot of like leveling up kind of systems in the game where you can kind of try to do things and you get rewarded with really cool stuff. You know what I mean? Like, that's the basic premise of the leveling system, right? If you take this back and then you apply it to your life, right? Which is kind of weird to do. Like, who looks at their life through the scope of Call of Duty? Probably not a lot of people. But I'm a nerd. You're probably a nerd if you're watching this. So maybe you'll do the same thing. So anyway, you get in and you're like, yeah, I'm just going to use my favorite guns. And like, these ones are cool and they kill a lot of people really good. So use that, right? And you're like, okay, I like this gun. And anyway, you get good at that. And then you realize that, okay, I got this one gold. But to get diamond, I have to start to go out of my way. And I have to use guns that I don't normally use. So you start using all these random guns, and then you learn how to use those, and you play different. You learn that, you know, this gun's really good at when you're up close, and then this one's really good when you're far away, and like this one's really good when you're cutting corners and turning around and sliding, and this one's good at hip firing. And I don't know, everything's different, you know what I mean? And they make you play different. And they might not be your first choice, but they make you a better player overall in the process. Okay. Call of Duty, I get it, right? Like, I've played Call of Duty. Stop talking about this, right? That's probably what you're saying. But here's the thing. If you take this to your life, right, you can start to think, you know what? I've tried a couple things, and I was really good at them, but I didn't do any of the adjacent things that would level up this category of my life. You know what I mean? So maybe you lifted weights, but you never, like, started running. Maybe you never did a sport. Maybe you never did, you know, anything a little more up and at 'em. Maybe you never worked a labor job, but you've only lifted weights. You know, you've maxed out this one category, but it won't advance anymore unless you do some other stuff in that field. So if you want to look at women, if you want to look at money, if you want to look at your physique, you want to level up some kind of skill, some kind of category of your life, mastering adjacent skills to the thing that you've already learned can be very, very useful, right? So when I was like, you know what, I'm going to start a business, right? I came back from Costa Rica when I was 21. I went there on a solo. I wanted to learn about farming, right? And I came back all gung-ho because I wanted to start a business. I realized, holy crap, I can't do anything in life without money, and I want to start a business. And so I came back and I was like, you know what, I'm going to start like knocking doors and try to start a lawn mowing business. I knocked about 100 doors, got 0 replies. Actually got 1 reply, but it was like a year later. But I got 0 replies. And I was like, you know what, maybe this isn't for me, and I gave up really quick, right? A lot of people give up pretty quick, and I was one of them. So I was like, you know what, I don't know, I'm going to try and make money online, because it seems like that's where all the money's at nowadays. You know, everybody's selling things on these, you know, stores, people are doing all these social media stuff, and I wasn't a super social media person before, but now I'm a little bit more, you know what I mean? Like, I appreciate the utility of social media. I know how to use it as a tool. And that's what I prefer. Rather than just scrolling it all day and consuming, I like to produce, right? Because that is where you make money. That is where you produce value. You produce significance, and you feel a sense of pride at the end of the day, right? So I came into this, and I was like, you know what? This is an adjacent field, right? I'm still in business or whatever, but I'm doing different things. It's a different outlook on making money, right? To make money in general, you need to get clients. And I mentioned door knocking with the lawn mowing, and the thing is, I tried one stream of client acquisition. I went down one neighborhood and knocked those doors, and it didn't work, and I quit. I've realized that through all this business stuff, I tried adjacent fields, right? I realized that client acquisition is the toughest thing in business, and at least from my point of view, right? Like, I'm just a kid, you know what I mean? I'm 23 years old, about to turn 24, and I've realized that finding people that need help with a specific thing is the hardest thing to do, and convincing them that you have the solution, right? It's the hardest thing to do in business. And so I learned that because I explored an adjacent field, and I realized that social media is the best way to build trust with an audience and build your reputation with them. And I never would have come to that realization if I didn't step into an adjacent field, just like using different guns in Call of Duty, and try something different, right? A lot of people will swing the bat once and they're like, you know what, that failed, I'm done with this, I'm not good at this kind of thing, I failed, it's over. But, you know what, you got to try things more and more and more. You got to, like, try adjacent things. You gotta try the whole category, not just like one little thing. You know what I mean? Like I tried marksman rifles on the Call of Duty 6, right? The new Black Ops, and I was like, you know what? These all suck. I just gave up on it right away. I was like, I don't know. I played the Modern Warfare one a while back, and it was like marksman rifles were the thing. You know what I mean? They were all single shot kills, and it was like, I don't know. They were just really good. You know. And then this one is like you got to hit them like 2 or 3 times. A lot of them have a lot of recoil, and they just don't work as well as they did in the other game to me. So I just gave up on it right away. But then I came back later and I tried the AEK, whatever. It's like a 3-round burst one, and it shoots pretty quick, and it kills people usually in just that one 3-round burst. You know what I mean? You don't have to send another round, another burst at them, and they're just dead. And it works well. And I was like, okay, cool. So there's a marksman rifle that I like. And I tried the DM10, and I like that one a little bit more. It still has a lot of recoil, but I tried different things out, and then I realized, you know what? Maybe not all marksman rifles are bad. Maybe you've dated before, and you're like, man, you know, maybe just I'm not good at dating women because I couldn't manage this woman's emotions, and like the whole thing just exploded, and maybe I'm just not good at doing relationships. You know what I mean? Maybe that was your conclusion, and then you gave up. Maybe you didn't try enough dating out. Maybe you didn't try to date enough women. You know what I mean? There are a lot of different personality types out there. There's a lot of different women looking for a lot of different things. And sometimes you just got to try again and meet a different one, because maybe the one that you met before just wasn't for you, man. And a lot of people get butthurt about that, and they're like, oh, she was the one, she's my soulmate. It's like, bro, just chill. Just try it again. Just try it again. You know what I mean? Like, so what? The one marksman rifle didn't work out. Maybe just try a different one. So, anyway, you take these weird principles from Call of Duty, you know what I mean? If you're a weird nerd like me, you start to apply them to your life and realize that, you know what, if I just explore a little bit, I'll realize that there's a lot more opportunity out there than I thought there was in the beginning. But you never see that unless you try to step outside your field, you know, the things that you already know. You know, I started in sports when I was young. My mom said, you know, I'm just going to put you in all of them, and then you can figure out what you like. And I think that was one of the best things that ever happened to me, because I ended up in all sorts of different sports, and I realized, man, I don't like this one because of this, I don't like this one because of this, but then I found like 2 or 3 that I really liked, you know what I mean? And that was great for me. Sometimes you just got to try everything, you know? If you want to make money online, I suggest trying YouTube, man. I really do. I've got lots of videos on it, but especially if you're a young dude and you don't want to learn all these like technical, like weird skills. It's just the easiest, most simple, honest way to do making money online. You know what I mean? You don't have to order a bunch of junk from China and like sell it to people. You don't have to make all these cheesy videos. I don't know. A lot of people use like TikTok or Instagram, and they'll make these like cheesy videos about some weird little product, and I don't know. People just get really dorky on social media, and I don't like it. You know what I mean? I'm resistant to that. I'm brainwash resistant, I like to say. Well, yeah, it just turns me off. You know what I mean? I don't like doing all that weird stuff. I'd rather find genuine people that I can genuinely help with the problem and communicate everything very thoroughly. You know what I mean? I come from a family of lawyers where everybody speaks absolutely from the beginning, and they go through all the steps and lay out everything from start to finish. You know what I mean? I'm not a lawyer. You know what I mean? My dad, my grandpa were lawyers, but I have that mindset that's set up for that kind of thing. You know what I mean? They were very successful, and it shows. You know what I mean? I just have that storytelling ability where I can lay out all the steps from start to finish, and that translates to YouTube very well. Like, I'm able to lay out some kind of problem and just talk about all the different facets to the problem, and then people can follow it and understand it way more deeply than they did in the beginning. A lot of people will see, you know, they'll get in the game and they'll see themselves get to level 55, and they'll be like, you know what, I don't really want a prestige because I'm going to lose all my weapons. But the thing about it is, if you just step outside that and you prestige, it challenges you once again to start using a bunch of crap that you're not used to using. You know what I mean? I didn't ever know that I was going to be a YouTuber. You know what I mean? I didn't think that was something that was even on the radar until I stepped into something that I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll just try this out. maybe I'll just start from the beginning on some new skill, even though I'm, what was I, 20 years old or something like that, 21 years old. I'm going to try something out from the beginning, and we'll see how it goes. And you know what? I think it's perfect for me. And, you know, some of you guys might disagree. You know, they might think, oh, you need to edit all your videos and whatever. But, you know, I'm recording videos and you're probably not. So I think I probably know just a little bit more. But it's okay. Here's the thing. You really just have to try a bunch of random stuff. You got to step outside your comfort zone. You got to do things that are uncomfortable. You got to lose, you know, the 8 years I had in agricultural. I was studying all sorts of stuff. I said I went to Costa Rica at the beginning of this video. I went down there because I wanted to study agriculture, sustainable agriculture, because they're an ecological hub, and they're kind of at the top of the sustainable agriculture. There's lots of weird stuff going on down there. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to go and learn down there. And I stayed on a farm and I learned about agriculture. And that was one little thing out of all the different things. You know, I raised rabbits. I was at a 2,000 square foot garden at the age of 17. I was watching YouTube videos all the time. I went to college. I got a degree in biology with a concentration in ecology. And I had all this like stuff lined up, you know what I mean? I was like, I'm going to go around and I'm going to educate people on how to grow food sustainably. And I thought, this is the one thing I'm going to do. And I was super, like, I didn't want to do anything else, right? I wouldn't step outside of bounds, you know what I mean? That was all I would do. And then once I started to step out of bounds, that's when I started experiencing the most growth. That's when I started realizing, holy crap, there's a lot more to life. And I realized, you know what, I got to step into other fields, because what I was trying to do didn't have any money potential. It wasn't going to sustain my life. And I wasn't going to make money with it, because it didn't exist already. There was no way I was going to get a job in it. And it wasn't something that I can just start unless I have a bunch of money already. So I was like, you know what, I got to make money somehow. Stepped into business. I wouldn't have experienced that if I didn't just say, okay, I need to explore other options. I need to try new things. I need to reset. I need to prestige. Same thing happened when I was in high school. You know, I was an all-state middle linebacker. That was my sophomore year. That's a football position. It means I was like voted best in the state or something like that for college, or not college, for high school students. I was a pole vaulter. I broke 2 different state records as a sophomore. I might have been a junior when I was all state in football. I don't know. Anyway, I was a good athlete. You know what I mean? I was like pretty good at sports. And the thing is, I got to my senior year and I was like, you know what? I think I'm done with this. I don't know. I was kind of a weird kid, but I got to that point where I was like, you know what? I don't think I really want to go to college for this. I don't want to pursue this kind of lifestyle. Because I looked at all the athletes, you know, and on social media and all this stuff, and I was like, you know, I really don't think I want to be that. So I stepped outside of that, and I just started trying different things. You know, I started like going in the woods more, and I started farming. You know, I had that garden I told you. I started just trying different things. I kind of prestiged at that point in life, where I just stepped out and started from the beginning again. I was doing all sorts of random stuff, you know. I started playing D&D with random, you know, nerdy kids around town, and I don't know, I just started doing things. I played a lot of video games before, but I kind of stopped at that point, and you know, I was just trying a bunch of random stuff. If you're anything like me and you like, I don't know, you always want to grow, you always want to step into that next thing, then you probably need to prestige, man. If you're right now locked up in like a singular focus where all you do is just this one thing and like you don't ever step outside of bounds, maybe you just need to explore in life a little bit. Allow yourself to step into something new. And I mean, that might sound kind of vague, but maybe that means stepping into a gym for the first time in, you know, 4 years or whatever. Maybe that means downloading Tinder for the first time in 4 years because you haven't had a girlfriend for 2 or 3. Maybe that, you know, I don't know what that next step is for you, man. I really don't. Maybe you need to record your first YouTube video. Maybe you need to start binging how to open a TikTok shop if that's your kind of thing and you want to do a TikTok thing. Go and do it, man. Like, if you want to start a lawn mowing business like I did, knock on more than one neighborhood's doors. That's my advice. You got to like actually try. And the big thing is, once you get one client, you need to ask for referrals and you need to do a good job, man. And then once you get that ball rolling, it'll be good. Like, those labor type jobs I think there's a lot of potential for young men to start businesses in that field. I think it's a great alternative if you don't want to be on YouTube, if you don't have that like want to speak and be creative, and you don't want online money where you're able to travel and do different things. Like, if you're fine being locked down in your area, I suggest trying some kind of labor job like that. You know, if you can landscape, if you can do painting, cleaning, snow removal. There's a lot of different categories of just like manual labor. You can be a fixer-upper. There's a lot of random things where you can just get a bunch of clients going, and it snowballs, man. It's a great opportunity for a young man. Just if he wants to step into business, that's a great opportunity. But for me, you know, it's YouTube, and maybe for you it is too. I'm considering helping some young dudes with YouTube at some point. If you think that's a good idea and that it would help you to have somebody like over your shoulder saying, you know, maybe trying this would be good, or maybe you should do this differently with your intros, or, you know, somebody just over your shoulder mentoring you, leave me a comment, because I'm not sure if I want to make a product like that yet, because I haven't seen any need from that in my comments. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see anybody being like, yeah, dude, I need that. So let me know if that's like actually interesting to you. You know what I mean? And if I get enough interest, you know, I'm going to start something like that. But I got to know that there's people that want that first. You know what I mean? So anyway, if you are stuck in life, maybe you need to prestige, maybe you need to try some new weapons out, you know what I mean? Maybe you need to take some lessons from Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and try something different. That's my advice to you, and I hope that it helps. Peace.